So now, hello and welcome to today's episode of Who Wants to Be a Tennis Champ? Kind of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but only with tennis questions. You see here in the picture, we have a special guest today, the one and only Trickshot master, Stef Bojic. We're going to have a little chat with him and then jump in the 15 questions of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Just the tennis edition, all tennis questions. In the chat, you can always type in what you think. Also maybe lead Stef to a wrong answer. That also can help. And we just get in. I just need to fix some issues that I'm right now having with his phone call, with his Skype. But I try to sort it out as soon as possible. And then, therefore, I'm just showing you a little video of what the guy is about and what the guy is doing. If you don't know him, and then we try to jump in. So that is going on now. Let's see if that works. Here you go.
My name is Stefan, and we're gonna do some trick shots. We call it frame and play.
How are you?
Good, you too. Welcome to the show. The professional players that play with head rackets are gonna join us and try to do the tricks with me.
I did one, okay.
String, frame, string, frame. It's a lot of practice and a lot of discipline, but I think from discipline comes freedom.
Are we on now, live? I don't hear you.
So now that should be right. Hello and welcome, Stef. Now you're live in here. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
How are you?
I'm very good. I can't wait actually for the first episode of that quiz that that we have.
I learned to do.
Yeah.
I just learned that.
Yeah, perfect, guys. So if there's any issues with the sound or with anything, just type it in the chat. If you have any question for Stef, then just type it. I'll try to interact with you all, guys. I see some of you already are online. If you have any issues with a black screen that happened last stream, then just go to the settings and pull down the P, like go to 360p or 160p. That should be fine. And then we just have a short interaction with Stef. Some questions, some stories.
Where can I watch the stream as well at the same time as I'm in it, or no? How does that work?
If you have an iPad, or if you have an you can actually. I could share the screen with you. Then you.
So I can learn. I can what's it called? Here, get the answers from the audience when they comment. No.
Yeah, you
Is
can.
that possible?
Yeah, well, I need to fix that issue that people can just give you hints, but maybe they give you wrong hints. So don't always rely on the people with their text.
I gotta find the stream. What do I do? Send me on WhatsApp the link.
I'll do that for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. Therefore, in the meantime, just tell me.
I'll tell everyone a story.
Say it again.
I'll tell a story for the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, like, for everyone, I met Stef like actually quite some years ago already.
Where did we meet?
Huh? Where did we meet? Like in Montpellier, or was it Marseille in the ATP?
Marseille.
I think maybe even, I don't know, French Open. I don't know where exactly, but he's doing all the tricks.
I don't know if it's Marseille. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, me neither. So just to tell us a story, like how did it all start? When did you start to play tennis? I know that you were like also trying to be kind of professional, went on tour a little bit. College or not? Like, just give me a short insight information.
Short summary of my life.
Exactly.
To do that, In the meantime, I'll let you off the hook so you can send me the WhatsApp.
That's for sure. Did it.
So I can take over the stream. I basically, I played tennis like you said before, which I think is obvious in a way. Although a lot of people ask me if I play tennis, there it is. And I had a few points, but I don't consider that I was like on the tour or something like that. That was like crazy. But just a few points. Really was trying to get the best college possible, and the way to do that is to have a few points. So I wanted to go to New York or LA because I studied film, and I did. I went to New York, so it wasn't like I was trying to go to top tennis school, although it's tough. I mean, not necessarily that I would be in such a program, especially because I was on full scholarship. I couldn't really accept even an offer that's like a 10 or 20% where you have to pay out of pocket. So I was looking for a full scholarship. And after that was interesting period. After that, I started to do what I do now after my college days.
Where did you study? Did you
New York City. It's called St. John's University.
Okay, St. John's.
And it was a pretty good team, pretty good school, a lot of fun, a lot of good friends and people that were there.
Nice. Could you just adjust the camera a little bit more because we can like just see more of your T-shirt
like
and of your head? Yeah, perfect. We want to see.
But I have to.
For this.
That's what I'm getting paid for.
Okay, we didn't talk about that yet. Yeah, true. You were like head, like completely. Now you're completely Lacoste, like no more head contract or what?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Actually, I wasn't under contract for head for quite some time, but it was a lot of different things, and so I could have already been using. Maybe it was a mistake because everyone thought I was under contract, but I just didn't particularly pay too much attention to that part of my life. And but yeah, now it's full-time head-to-toe sponsorship with Lacoste, and they've been really proven. It's an amazing team and amazing group of people.
Nice. I saw you were always also playing with the Lacoste racket. Do they produce now rackets, or I mean, I saw that in your videos, in your recent Instagram and YouTube videos that you play with the Lacoste racket.
They do. That's true. I'm not quite sure if the release was the Roland Garros last year, but I'm not quite sure how what markets it's in already, or stores, or where you can get it.
Yeah.
I think it's still quite new for them. It's the first after a long time to have a racket.
Okay.
It's called the LL20. The reactions are really nice when I take it out. So people really like how it looks. It's more of a sort of recreational racket for people. So it's more about like style and elegance, and
what Lacoste stands for.
Me.
Okay, yeah. Got it. Perfect. That sounds good. Okay, is there any question? Like, hello, Konstantin, Bettina, all the people watching here. Thanks a lot. If there's any question for him, especially maybe some of you don't know him, the other one should follow him definitely on Instagram and watch some of his video, as you saw in the opener. He was doing like with all the big stars, like some trick shots, trying to show them how to work with their racket and the ball. It's pretty amazing. And tell me, you told me the story that you learned during that period of doing all the trick shots. You tried to improve, and you did actually improve your eye hand coordination and all general kind of things. Just give me a brief insight in that.
And to be honest, like the project itself, it has a life of its own. Sometimes I try to follow, but really there is a sort of because it's hard, you get pulled into different direction. It's not always sort of the ideal. But you go with it because you have to move forward. But my idea from the beginning was that this stuff that I'm doing is really like a missing link in the world of tennis, in the world of development. And that's really what I do on my own time. I research it, I test it, I'm developing a lot of different things in the educational area of tennis. And that's something that's really interesting to me, and that's really something that gets me going, so that's what I've been devoted to. And I have a big project coming this year soon, so You'll be notified
me.
around it all. Yeah, so it's gonna be exciting times ahead.
Okay.
And but the basic idea is, like you said, through this exercise that is like a fun and engaging way to use a racket and a ball and all that stuff, but in a way it was challenging to develop a method, like a methodology where you can really challenge kids and players to develop their specific coordination abilities that are related to the tennis racket and tennis ball. Because a lot of times that we do fitness in tennis is really great, but I feel like a lot of times it's missing the element of the ball, because the moving tennis ball is really what determines the movement on the court. And also having a racket to manipulate that ball. Like just recently I saw a video of Federer that got me thinking, where he was in exhibition playing right-handed, and then he took the racket in the left hand. And now Federer is a player that probably has perfect coordination, in the gym. And he has perfect, he's a perfect athlete in a way, And but at the same time, when he took the racket in the left hand, he couldn't move on the court. He didn't know how to move anymore. Not just the shots, they were weird for him because he never uses left hand.
Sure.
His left arm is a bit smaller.
Yeah.
But he just was really, you could see a huge difference.
Okay.
Which points out in a way that, although we work on general stuff, and that's a really good building phase.
Yeah.
So far, we developed the specific coordination through tennis. So who is more sort of inclined to develop, or let's say talented, they develop faster, but there aren't really tools to offer how you can develop this specific tennis coordination, in a way where you sort of, the idea for me is that you become one with the ball and the racket. And then when you have some technical demands and technical from your coaching and advice, you can apply it much easier. And he's really a great example. Roger, how much he changed his technique throughout his career. This is something, it's not talked so much, but when you look at the videos, technique is a big part, but also it's evolving all the time. So if you don't have that building base underneath that, it's hard to change, as you know, as a coach also.
Perfect. Yeah. So runner up. Hello Lulu. One question comes here from Konstantin. What's your favorite shot?
Like from my trick shots, or?
Let's take also the trick shots. Like take the trick shots and the normal tennis shots, of course.
The thing is that if you look at my videos, I try to make every video a new trick shot, a new sort of. So I don't even know how many there are, or what there is.
It's still tough to find some new shots, I can imagine.
Yeah, but it's like a Pandora's box. You can see the kid now that it's open, everyone can do it, and everyone's really. So I take ideas sometimes from different freestylers or kids just trying something, and I try to perfect it.
Okay.
But the really interesting part that I hadn't, is to really perfect the trick shots on the court, because really it would be super hard, and there is no incentive at the moment to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just give me a second. Let's just keep talking. Yeah.
In terms of shots, so trick shot.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's tough to think. I think what's a really cool one is the wraparound. When you catch the ball in front and it goes around your back like a volley.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's like, I'm trying to think of something that you could do on a regular basis. That could be practiced. That you can do it actually. I don't know, in some kind of exhibition. Although that would be, I'm pretty sure, illegal. And
it is definitely illegal. Yeah.
But in terms of shots on court, I would say backhand on the line, like all Serbians.
Okay. So you were born and grew up in Serbia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
Always in Serbia, yeah.
Okay,
always.
Okay. And okay, nice. Then another question from Big Daddy Mac 79. when you played, did you pull out underarm serves? Were you the first? Question mark.
No, I was not the first. That was always around, the underarm serve. It's so weird to me, the underarm serve, when you see it on the tour and how effective it is. I don't know what's going on, because it's really a bad serve in my opinion. And the way the guys do it on the tour, I don't know who does it the best, maybe Bublik. But it's just so weird, man, because that thing's coming really slow and you can see it coming, and then the players still get confused and miss. I think it's just frustration, to be honest. I think it's just they can't believe this guy did this.
Yeah.
And they get mad and they try to miss it to, I don't know, hit a winner. It's just weird. It's like a feed from the hand. So I did try to work on that. Like, I was interested, can I really make it into something that you could use in tennis? The hardest part is that as soon as you're pulling the hand back, if you go back, if I'm holding the racket here and I pull it back, it's already, the guy can see it from the, if he's a professional, you know? So I really need to go like this. I need to go forward. And that could be a surprise. And that's really, really hard to do. But, you know.
But actually, I want to see, I want to see the percentage of the winning points of underarm serve. I think it's actually, I mean, I've seen
positive, yeah,
I've seen maybe, what would say, like 10, 12, 15 underarm serve points so far from Kyrgios, Bublik. And I think also it's positive.
Like, who is it? David Fokina, maybe? Sometimes does it?
Yeah, true. But on the girls side, I never saw that. And this is actually a pretty interesting part, because I was discussing also with coaches and girls from the female tour, because the guys, they can handle these short balls a little better than the girls, I suppose. So I think on the girls tour, that could also be an option to use that. But then, you need to train it, and then
you need to train the touch and the feel. You know, the thing is, I mean, just in generalities, that maybe is in coaching is girls really move well side to side. It's for them the problem is moving forward. So it makes sense what you're saying. Sometimes, because they're so used to going left and right, and in that way, maybe they're even better than guys sometimes, you know, just from the baseline. So could be interesting.
So there's another question, Stef, and maybe you saw it also in the chat.
But just back to the daddy. So I wasn't really, when I played tennis, when I was a kid, actually, I would do some things. But really, maybe I would go for a tweener. I wasn't really. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me, you know, like to do trick shots in tennis. I know why I do them, and that's important for me. But I'm hoping one day that can be an event where it's incentivized. So I have an idea for that.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So there's a new question coming up. Can you show us right now one of your tricks in your kitchen? And actually, there were Bettina and another Miss Mas, and there were some others saying, "Yeah, please do it." So can you? Is there anything that you can do here?
But it's
spontaneous.
I would need to get a racket and a ball. I could eat a muffin. I have a muffin. My mom brought yesterday, so that could be a trick for me. I mean, it doesn't bother me, to be honest. It wouldn't be a problem. I used to practice in my room. You know, it's much harder as soon as you're inside in a confined space.
Yeah.
So some reason it's really much harder. So it's a good way to practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So could you do now a trick shot or not?
Sure.
Anything where you can show. They were they were asking for one.
Wait, I have to wait.
Sure, take your time.
I also have phones.
No worries. Yeah, in the meantime, as I said, like, if you have any question, very, very fun guy, very entertaining. You see him sometimes in the tournaments, like during the set breaks. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, let's go. In the kitchen.
Right here?
Yeah.
Do you see it when I bounce?
Yes, perfect. Yes.
Yeah, so stuff like this. It's a very small space.
Yeah, so that's a challenge. Now show you what you can. Okay, switching the racket here. Saw that one. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, god damn
it. It's live, okay. Nice.
You can't see it, but really the space is
very a little bit more than racket. Oh wow, okay. Not much. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, let me try. Come on. Okay, I warmed up now. So this is the one you can do here. Maybe this one. Yeah, but it's tough.
All around the world.
The double spin, the handle.
In the sink. Perfect. Thanks a lot. That's Thank you. That was spontaneous and nice. Cool.
It's possible.
Perfect. So, who's your favorite players? Question from Konstantin, and then we just start in the first question, I would say.
Novak Djokovic. So that's a given.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
So Novak, how was it then to meet him the first time? Like I just in the intro, there was a video from 6 years now where probably you met him the first time with all the other pros.
Yeah, 2015. It is true. I met him there the first time, but like I knew. I mean, obviously I knew of him, and I knew his brothers at the time because they're around my age. And he even, I think, watched one of my matches with his brother when we were kids. So I saw him before, but we never really,
talked.
He was already like, when I was, let's say, I don't know, 15, he was already 18. And at 18, he was like, I don't know, top 100.
Okay.
Probably, or even more. I don't remember. But he was very advanced for his age. So it was no way to play when he's 3 years older than me and playing with another 3 years older than him.
Okay.
He was 16 when he won his challenger, his first.
Wow. And then last year in Australia, when we were there, I saw you also making on the field some nice videos also with the dog coming in, jumping in. So that was also fun.
There was, it was an interesting story because we went there and so he wanted to make videos for like since day one, and we tried to think of ideas, and then this fell through and that fell through, and I just told him we were together that day and his whole team left home already, or he stayed behind or something, and I said like, let's just go out, and just because he wanted to do it in the square, and it's not as easy when you're Novak because there's a lot of things. And I just said, let's just go next to the field, man, and just make the video together, and because there is a green field. So we took the car from Australia, and where do you want to go? Oh, just right there. The guy left us in the field, and then some people were passing by because we have no one else. So I said, we'll just ask someone to film us. So we got a guy from the street.
Crazy.
And these are old people, they're going to Australian Open. So I thought actually the video that would be cool would be the behind the scenes of that. And so first of all, Australians are the nicest people, as you can probably witness.
That's
and
true.
We were on the field, and they were passing by, and some of them saw, and they were like, "Oh, he must be training or something. Let's not disturb him," So nobody came. And then we asked this guy to film us.
Okay.
And so we tried a few times, and we missed. And the guy was like, "Oh, I gotta go. I'm going to the Open. I'm gonna miss my matches." So we couldn't believe. So he had bad energy. So we replaced him with another guy. They was like, couldn't believe that he was, And I said, "Oh no, come on, you should ask instead of me, So he went up to the person and said, "Oh, can you please film us? We're trying to do a trick."
It's crazy.
And the guy couldn't believe, and we made his day. And then some other people came with the dog, and I don't know, he started playing with the dog, and somehow that went viral.
Yeah, of course. I mean, how cool is that?
You know what happened actually? He was so I didn't want to release the videos. I wanted to edit them a little bit and this and that. Mm-hmm. But he had on his phone with the dog. So he posted those videos with the dog, and the next day he was a guest in Matt's Wimbledon show. Okay. And they asked him like, "Novak, what were you doing in the field with the dog?" We saw the video,
Okay, so that went already.
He's like, "Yeah, it was just the dog that was there. We don't know the people. I was with my friend Stefan, and we tried to make some videos, and then we released after, and then it was clear what he was doing there." Okay,
perfect. That's interesting, fun. Okay, let's jump in. Let's jump in now to the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire screen. So here you are. I'm probably changing back to that view for you guys. And yeah, that's the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I need to work on some special things like audio and stuff, but that's how it's gonna look like. You can also see it in your screen. You have 4 jokers, as of course in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. But as we don't have a telephone joker yet, and I need to think how to interact also with the audience, with the people watching.
I can call maybe. It depends on the player. I could call them.
We can make one phone call. If you have anyone, you can try to just call him. If he answers, he answers. If not, then
it's a Sunday night. I don't know who I would call.
It depends also on the question. But you have 2 times the 50-50 joker, okay?
Okay.
So you have
Two times.
two times the 50-50 joker, and also you can one time ask one of the chat. I mean, of course they can Google it. They can also say like the wrong answer. So you just have to believe in one of these guys, and yeah, either believe them or don't. If they tell the right answer or not.
Which guys? Which guys?
Like everyone who's in the chat, there are like a lot of people in the chat. Whenever you
Oh, they're gonna. But I don't see the chat. That's the thing on the link because I don't have the
on
app.
The stream.
I didn't.
Yeah, but you should also be able to see the chat there. But there's like I can also tell you like some people that knows or try to help you, and and then we just go there with that, like one phone joker, one audience joker, and two times the 50-50 joker. So
Sounds good.
Let's start with the first question here. Let's see.
Where's the background? Is it gonna change now? Oh.
No, the background is still like stays the same. Then
now on Twitch I can see it. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So we go now.
I'm gonna install it while we do it. I'm just gonna be working on it also.
That's what you can 100% do. Let's go to. Let me see.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Exactly, and then here we go to that. Can you see now the question? Who of the following was not a tennis professional? Is the first question. Of course, the first is always not the hardest. Is it A, Ivan Lendl? Is it B, Michael Stich? Is it C, Dennis Rodman? Or is it D, Pete Sampras?
Wow, it's a tough one, but I'll go with Dennis Rodman, my final answer.
Are you sure?
Yes, he was a baseball player.
A baseball player?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. For the Chicago Bobcats.
But that's basketball, not baseball. That's why I was asking if you're sure. Okay, you go with C, Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman, come on, man.
And of course, that's the correct answer. Dennis Rodman is the correct answer.
He was a running back in baseball.
Yeah.
Chicago Bobcats.
But Dennis Rodman was in basketball in the Chicago Bulls.
I'm just messing with you. Yeah.
For sure. So let's go to the next question. The question is, what do tennis players do right after the match? Is it A, shake their booty? Is it B, milkshake? Is it C, shake cocktail? Or is it D, handshake?
The handshake sometimes.
Okay. So you go with D?
I don't know. I'm still trying to open up Twitch so I can see the question. So that's why I'm rushing with the answer because I can't. Here we go. Now I'm gonna look at it on the laptop. That's better. That makes sense. Okay.
So D, handshake is your answer?
Oh my God! Why didn't you tell me how I look? D. Final answer.
Okay. And of course, there you go. That's the correct answer. Of course, the audience can clap for sure. I mean, maybe I need to do some audio.
I'll do it.
Some audio. Okay, let's go to the third one.
Look, it doesn't stream my emoji reactions.
No, it takes a little time. It takes a little time, like the chat and
I did the clap.
The stream is a little bit behind. So let's go to the next question. Question number 3. In Wimbledon, a very traditional snack is served. What is it? Is it A, fish and chips? Is it B, beer and burger? Is it C, strawberry and cream? Or is it D, sausage, bacon and beans?
Oh, I thought it was raspberries, but I'll go with strawberries. Strawberry and cream. C, final answer.
And of course, that's right. I mean, the first question, just like going through, you should not struggle on those ones.
Well, I know the tough one is coming soon.
Yeah, that's for sure. We have some more and tougher questions for sure.
Water, man. I'm in the kitchen. Just cooked.
Okay. Yeah.
Just trying to,
So, which delivery service is also a nickname for a tennis pro?
Oh.
Getting slightly to a more different topics.
DHL.
Is it DHL? Is it FedEx? Is it Schenker? Or is it UPS?
Schenker? It's a good one.
Yeah, it's an international logistic brand.
That could be a nickname for a tennis player. Who shanks the most?
That's true, yeah. Schenker. So
I'll go with FedEx because it's a nickname for Rafael Nadal.
Steph, don't mess with the people.
What? No? What is it? It's FedEx, isn't it? Final
Yeah,
answer.
FedEx is the correct answer. Of course, it's for Roger Federer, and yeah, because he's in the recent period of his career, he tries to get everything fastly done and getting like sharp and getting off the court quick.
And he's also named Federer.
That's true. That's why. So let's
But
go with the question.
did they ever work with him, FedEx?
I'm not even sure if they sponsored him.
I did a commercial with them once. That was cool.
That's true, yeah. When you hit the tennis ball boxes,
Yeah.
tennis cans, yeah, I can remember that.
You know, we were supposed to go on the what's it called, roof of the O2 Arena, and they're
Yeah.
sponsor of the final. But because another shipping company, like you named some, is the sponsor of the arena usually, and they're just the sponsor of the tournament, they didn't allow it.
Oh wow, really?
That's
Okay.
that's. Oh yeah.
Let's go just in a short question. Some SK Goldstick sets. That's the
Wait,
wait.
I gotta get a calculator.
No, wait. First, answer the question. Dustin Brown from Germany is one of the public tennis players in Cool Shots too. Do you know him?
I don't know that. I actually sat once with Dustin Brown on the same table, but I don't know if he knew who I was. We had a mutual friend actually from which which island is? I think he's originally from an island.
Jamaica.
Is it Jamaica?
He's like half Jamaican, half German. Yeah, the father is, if I remember right, the father is Jamaican.
Why did I didn't think he was Jamaica.
Yeah, he's Jamaican. I mean, look his hair. I mean, it's like typical for Jamaican guys. It can be anyone, but he's definitely half
Jamaican. Huh? So maybe there can be a question like that.
That's for sure. So now the first little bit more difficult question. Theoretically, what is the minimum number of strokes with which a tennis player can win a set? Don't answer too fast. It's not as easy as it seems.
I calculated.
A, 12? Is it B, 24? Is it C, 36? Or is it D, 18?
So theoretically, it should be 12 because you hit 4 aces or the guy doesn't return the serve. That's 3 games times 4, and then the guy double faults every single time.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty clear. It's 12, my final answer.
Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, the show could be over soon. I can take another guy from here from the chat getting in the stream.
Where's the comments, man? Where is the...
It's like little delayed, so they cannot help. They cannot help you right away.
There is Konstantin Kicho. Is anyone even watching this?
Of course. There's
how many people are watching this?
I don't know.
I mean, you serve 4 times. That's 3 games, and then I'm just thinking, it's gotta be 3 service games. Even if you start or you don't start, you gotta win 3 service games and 3 return games. And in the return games, you don't hit the ball, so that's 3 times 4 is 16. So I'm gonna go with 12. A.
Okay, A. Before we reveal the answer, we have a short break, commercial break. No, of course not. Not a commercial, not a commercial break. But normally in that moment should be. No, what I wanted to say is that we also have a prize for the future shows. That we go from €1 up to €100, and you can win that in vouchers for any brand, for Tennis Warehouse, for BD Baru, for all the sponsors that I could win for that project that I'm doing here. So whenever in the next couple of shows, we probably do it like every 14 days or once a month. I have to see, and then I'll choose anyone. It must be sometimes, or it will be sometimes pro or some guy like Stef, and then also like people from the audience, people in the chat that interact.
What do you mean, some guy like Stef?
Yeah, some crazy dude
like me.
Some crazy dude from the tour. That's what I want to say. So, okay, guys, if you have
has 10,000 watching, come on, Big Daddy Mac, don't mess with us. It's not 10,000 people.
So let's see, and the green is the correct.
Where's the music?
It's there. It's at least the green music is there. If it's correct or wrong.
The green.
Kind of. I need to work on. I need to work on definitely that one. But
no, but there is some sound like.
Exactly. You can do it. You can do it whenever you log in. You can do it. I'm totally fine with it. Okay, that was the €5 question actually. So now we're getting to the middle part. Now you have five you have the fifth question sure. So you will not drop down to zero from now. And then now we get to the intermediate part, which the questions get a little bit more.
What is how much money did I make?
Now it would be €5. The first question, yeah, for those 5 questions, I mean, that should be 50 cents because the questions are pretty easy. But I knew that you were coming, so I didn't want to make it too hard. So in the beginning, for the start, you get an easy entry in the show. Okay, so let's go to the next chapter of 5 questions that get slightly tougher. Which Grand Slam has the biggest center court stadium seat capacity?
Jeez, man.
Is it A, Australian Open? Is it B, the French Open? C, Wimbledon? Or D, US Open? Does anyone in the chat know that answer? If so, then just type it in because I'm pretty sure Stef should know that because I believe he was.
I did perform there, so I should know it.
You were on all the Grand Slams already, like on all center courts?
No, actually just US Open.
They left you performing on the center court?
Kids Day, yeah.
Okay, Kids Day. Got it. But on a slam during between the matches, they don't let you.
I never done that. Yeah, it's strange, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So what were you saying?
US Open is my under D. Arthur Ashe, I think, should be the biggest stadium in tennis, right? That's the center court.
That is absolutely true. Yeah, with over I think 22,000 people.
Yeah, something around. I was once, so I went to school there. My school was close by also.
Okay.
So, and we were all the way up once. Because we would get some tickets sometimes.
Okay.
I watched one match and it was tough, man. It's very tough to watch.
Yeah, it's
very steep, huh? It's very steep. The way they made it is very good, actually. But I think that's as far as it can go in terms of capacity for a tennis stadium.
Yeah, it's true. I see that the live bugs a little bit. Emilia, hello. Just go to the settings and pull down to 160 or 360p. Then you should be able to see better. Or try with your laptop. Maybe that works. I'm trying to fix that for the next show, definitely. But for now, we have to stick with these settings. Okay.
Italiana.
Yes, you probably know her as well from the French Open. She's working there as a volunteer, yes. I think. So, yes. Question number 7, getting slightly tougher. You still have all your jokers, 2 times 50.
So how much can I win at the end?
$100 in a voucher of a brand.
Which brand?
One of the brands that I just said, like one of the sponsors. I mean, for today, we give all the winnings that you do to the audience that was watching, that's for sure. But for the next time, you definitely be able to do that. If the pro is...
we should, but definitely not to Big Daddy Max 72.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely your guess or your task. So let's go to question number 7. Who was the only tennis player winning a Grand Slam with a wild card? Actually, because you should definitely know that. I will see if the audience knows it.
I will call my lifeline. I will call Goran Ivanišević.
Okay, B, Goran Ivanišević, C, Pete Sampras, or is it D, Leighton Hewitt? So what if you call Goran? What would he tell you then?
He's probably gonna go with. I didn't know he would be on here, but he's probably gonna go with C.
Okay, Pete Sampras.
Because Pete they were always giving him wild cards. He could never really qualify.
Yeah, probably.
So, but yeah.
So what will you say?
Jokes aside, we're gonna go with Goran Ivanišević. B. Final answer.
Okay. Goran. Okay. Goran is the correct answer. Yes, actually, he was 3 times in the final of Wimbledon, and he didn't win once when he was in the draw. But then he dropped down to like 120. He got a wild card, and then with a wild card he won against Pat Rafter in the final. And then just some weeks or days before the final, like a good friend passed away. I think in a car accident, and then he gifted that win to his fellow friend.
I'm not sure about that part. I don't know this story.
Yeah, you should. It's it's very very emotional. It was definitely. Okay,
I know.
now.
Are you sure? Are you talking maybe about Dražen Petrovic?
No, I'm 100% sure Goran was there in the final, and he was kind of crying because a friend passed, or any close people from him.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you can look it up.
I was actually in Croatia at the time, because it's it's Wimbledon. It's like June or July, something like that.
Okay.
And so we go to Croatia for the sea, and was there for the final, and it was quite, because I mean, really before that's the biggest success in tennis, now in this region, because it's all the same language, was one country before, so it was like unbelievable. And now it's normal with Novak, we take it for granted, but at the time, first was Goran with that one. I mean, you had before him maybe Monica Seles, who is actually grew up one street away from me. In Novi Sad, but she played under the American flag, so that was a bit different. And then you have Goran, and then you have all the Serbians, like the girls and Novak and doubles Zimonjić, and and then a lot more Croatians also. And yeah,
was Goran one of your idols when you grew up playing tennis, or who was your idol at that time?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't think Goran, but that was a big one. That was kind of interesting, emotionally to see as a kid. So that was pretty cool. And he had a sort of a strange style. And you don't really realize how big that was until you go to Wimbledon. He's really considered there a legend. Like, really, that's like their favorite. I think maybe that's their probably top 3 favorite Wimbledons, I think, when Goran won, if you ask the Wimbledon people, and they really make sure to show it there at the facility, Yeah. And they like the underdog, and so.
I mean, the story just kept going that time. I mean, wild card, okay, they know that he could serve, of course, like his serve was big.
The draw that he beat was.
I know he beat Henman, I think, in the semis, and Rafter in the final.
Even quarters, he beat like so many good players, man. Like he beat 4 at least, I think.
Yeah, I mean, of course, like after quarters, you only.
I think he beat 4 guys in that tournament that were at some point number 1.
Could
something like it was like.
That could possibly be
bizarre,
That could possibly be. So another question is there, if you know the tennis academy in Marbella from Klaus Hofstad, was from Konstantin. If you know that academy, that
I don't know.
he was already there practicing there. I mean, I know the academy, of course. Klaus Hofstad.
Oh, that I was there. Oh, yeah, I was there. Is that what he's saying?
No, he was just asking if you know the professional tennis academy. But maybe you were there. You were probably in a lot of academies already.
Oh, not in Marbella. I'm thinking Mallorca. No, I was never in Marbella.
Okay. Let's head to the next question. Which tennis match has the attendance world record at the moment?
Mexico.
And it's also show match. It's not only the real matches. It can be any tennis match. So is it A? Was it Conor McEnroe in London? Was it Zverev against Federer in Mexico City? Was it Federer Nadal in Cape Town? Or was it Sampras Agassi in New York?
Maybe I shouldn't go so fast, but I'm pretty sure that's B. I mean, it was last year, and they said it, and so I'm just gonna go with B right away. I'm just gonna crush this question, man.
So you sure? I mean, you still have 4 jokers. I mean, now you're already at the 8th question. There is another 7 coming after that.
I have actually 5 because I have Novak on my WhatsApp, just keeping him up if he in Australia.
Okay.
If so, he's gonna answer. It's my 5th joker.
Okay.
I'll go with B. Final answer.
B. Final answer.
Yeah. Federer Zverev, Mexico City. Which tennis match has the attendance world record? Yeah, that was it for sure.
Okay. Let's see if that
100,000 people or something ridiculous. It's like not even close. A second.
And I have to tell you, that's the wrong answer, because right after the match in Mexico City,
oh my God,
they played in Cape Town, and they had like 52,000 in Cape Town, and Mexico City was just like 40 something.
Jesus Christ. I didn't even look at that. You see, that's my problem in life.
I told you to, I just tried to give you a hint. Like I told you have still like 4
That
jokers.
was not a good hint, man. The guy, not a lifeline. The guy would have done a better job in life.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the support. Thanks, Steph. That's very.
Yeah, come on, man. I won 50 cents. I thought I was gonna go all the way, man.
Okay, now you dropped back to €5, so you gotta win a €5 voucher. But anyway, we still. I mean, that was like just too fast. I mean, for the future people watching, take your time, think twice, think about using a joker, and yeah, I mean that's being on the show.
Can I still use jokers? I just want to use jokers. That's what I always loved. I don't know why I didn't use them. I didn't even read the question, so that's the advice.
Okay. But we still keep going with the question because I want to go through all the 15 questions now. I mean,
but I really even if you told me, I would still think. I mean, I should have taken half and half, but I didn't know this, to be honest. Even if that you told me that Federer and Nadal, although I didn't read, I just saw Lendl. I thought it was other matches.
It was in Cape Town, and they could sell like 200,000 tickets, and they played in the soccer in the soccer stadium where the final was. And they
Bill Gates, no?
Exactly. Yeah. And actually, Federer's mom is from South Africa. So
South Africa,
yeah. So that connection, and he never played a tournament since then or a match, and then.
Look, man, Big Daddy Mac is sad for me.
He definitely is. So let's keep going. I mean, you're out, but then let's keep going with that. If you would, we just take the 50-50.
I'll go now, and I'm just gonna prove that I'm gonna get every question right. So this is injustice. I didn't read the question.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat my cupcake.
Big Daddy Mac also asked about the cupcake before, so just let me know if that's a good one. So
Muffin or cupcake, I don't know what's it called.
Let's go with the next question. Which female tennis player won a Grand Slam after becoming a mother?
Teresa.
Is it Kim Clijsters? Is it Martina Navratilova? Is it Serena Williams? Or is it Lindsay Davenport? And I remind you again, you have still 3 jokers. I'll take one of your 50-50 jokers because you messed the last question up. So you have your phone call.
Wait, so this like we keep going now?
Yeah, I just want to go through all the questions and give you the chance for the opening show, and then I mean for the upcoming shows you would definitely be out. And a new guy from the chat would jump in and start from the beginning.
You gotta watch, man. What is this Funkin' Hunt? Is there? Come on, man. Funkin'. That's not nice.
Let's get back to the question.
So basically, what you're saying is that I lost 1 life on the last question. You're not going to give me the money, but I can still keep going. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. You lost 1 joker, like the 50-50 joker. Just for the opening show, I do an excuse and just trying to keep the question going. I thought you would go further than that question, but okay, that's it. That's the show.
So this is a tough one for me because I don't know much about WTA, but like my guess would be, if I had to answer, would be Kim Clijsters, right? But because Serena didn't win, yeah, I would have gone with Kim Clijsters because I'm so insecure now, with jokers and stuff. But just to prove you that I could have done this quiz with no jokers.
Okay, let's make the following. If you do all the questions without any joker, I'll give you the 100 euro voucher for one of the brands.
I like that because I do think, I don't know what I would say. I think it was US Open if I remember correctly, but I think Kim Clijsters won. But then why did she retire then? Did she have a second child or something? I don't know what happened there. I don't get a banana. So
that's why we're sitting in the.
You shouldn't eat banana in front of other people. I'll get a orange. Or you can do it like girls do. Like they take off for banana and then they eat it. That's
also an option
in public. Yeah, Kim Clijsters. Because Martina. Does Martina have kids? I don't know if Martina has kids. I'm not sure. Lindsay, I think she does, but her I don't remember, man. That's a tough one. So I can't use jokers, right? Yeah. Okay. Kim Kleisters. Let's roll with it. If I miss, I miss. Because I want to win the 100 for Big Daddy Mac.
Okay, let's go. Let's see if Kim Kleister is the correct answer, and it is the correct answer. And actually, she won 3 Grand Slams after giving birth. She won
the
three.
First one was
3 of them.
Was it US Open?
Could be. I'm not sure which one was the first one, but that was actually 3 in total. So.
Yeah, so she didn't retire right away. And then what happened? Because wasn't she trying to come back once where it didn't work out?
I mean, just recently she tried again, no? I mean, and then she retired completely. Yeah, but she played quite decent. I mean, it was.
But why did she give up in the first place if she was then she, you know?
I don't know. Ask her. If you see her somewhere on the slams, ask.
She was trying to go on Jersey Shore because she's from New Jersey, I think.
Maybe.
She lives there, I think. Kim was great. I loved her tennis.
It's true. Okay, let's go. Question number 10.
Mm-hmm.
So if you make that question in the normal show, you would have the security of winning that amount. That would be, I think, I don't know, like $20. But let's go with that question. Why in the early years of tennis everyone was wearing white clothes? Because of reflecting the sun. Is it B, not showing sweat marks? Is it a C, white clothes were expensive? Or is it D, not to distract the opponent? So, Steph, now it's up to you.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean the question, they cannot stay like that easy like it was in the beginning.
Are you sure about this? This sounds like a fake question. Did you get it of fakenews.com?
No, that is actually a correct and pretty reasonable answer.
Wait,
I mean,
this is what question is this, number 11?
That's number 10.
Oh, this is to get another, right?
To be
but
safe.
I don't get anything if I don't get all the way. That's the deal now, right?
Yeah.
What does it mean not showing sweat marks? Oh, you mean like under here?
Yep. That are sweat marks. Like everywhere, not there. I mean, sweat marks can be on all the shirts, but
oh yeah, yeah, because they had long sleeves and stuff.
They had everything, but that's called sweat marks. Yes.
White clothes were expensive. I'm gonna take what?
You know what is the funniest part about it? That 3 of these answers I just invented. And after seeing you and discussing, okay, was it showing sweat marks? Was it because it was expensive? Was it because of the sun? Or distracting the opponent? So yeah, I mean that's for me it's pretty entertaining as well.
Not to distract the opponent. That's for sure. I'm gonna take that one out because that doesn't make sense because they had white balls at the time, so that would be distracting the opponent. So I'm not gonna take that one.
Okay, then 3 are left. Big Daddy says C. Your friend Big Daddy Max says 3. C.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Another message from the chat from Miss Nas was to match the balls.
Yeah, well, maybe you're right. Maybe it is then D.
I just was reading what the chat said. So.
So.
I mean, I can go here because it's a tough question, and I'm not sure if that's a tense question.
You don't have to. Well, the thing is,
I would give you a 25.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Give you a 25 joker. How about that? 24. Like, I will put away one question, one answer.
Oh, like randomly or?
Yeah, I will choose it. Yeah.
Well, I already said the one I don't want. You gotta do this.
No,
You're messing with
me. Randomly.
So here's my thought process. Big
okay.
Daddy,
yeah. Take it. Take us with you.
So not showing the sweat marks.
Yeah.
Could make sense. Reflecting the sun, I think, is pretty advanced for the time. I don't think they were thinking about that because they're playing in long sleeves, and you still have today people playing in black shirts, and they don't get it that it's hot.
Okay.
So I don't think, although for some reason I do think that it didn't have to do with class. that that's something that got misconstrued on the way. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it did have to do with class. You know, like class in a meaning, like rich people.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take your joker anyhow, and then I'm gonna see.
You take C?
No, I'm gonna see when I see
okay.
the joker applied. I'm gonna take your joker for this one.
You're taking the joker. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's take.
You offered it to me, so I gotta take
it. Take it, definitely take it. Okay, boom.
Oh, wow. Well, I would go with not showing sweat marks because I thought that to begin with. So yeah, I was right. It wasn't about the class because I remember it had some practicality. You know, it wasn't just we just play white because the other people don't have white clothes, because that never made sense to me. You know, like I think it's pretty cool, to be honest, on Wimbledon. That's what I always say, because people ask me, "Oh, you're a freestyler. You're like, what do you think about Wimbledon? It's so boring." Why? I said, "No, it's great. I really think it's the coolest tournament in tennis."
Yeah. No, it's definitely cool. So you go with B. Final answer.
I can't go with reflecting the sun because that's long sleeves. Then they had long sleeves. I mean, they were not very smart, really, these people back in the day.
Okay,
and then not to distract the opponent. That doesn't make sense to me because you're wearing white. I mean, that could be, but
final answer.
No, what do you mean final answer? What are you doing? You have two cameras?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean you're turning like that? Okay, I get it. Not to distract the opponent. That could be also because they were all gentlemanly and. But how are they not distracting the opponent wearing white? That's the part I don't get. Like, I'm wearing white, because the Wimbledon people gotta have some logic behind it.
Oh, it was not only in Wimbledon. I mean, everyone was wearing white. So it was not only
I know. Well, why would they keep it? They kept it because, but not to distract the opponent when you're wearing white. I mean, they didn't have colorful clothes at the time, so they would wear brown or yellow or black. It would still be the same.
Okay, wow. Stef, now I need your final answer.
Because Big Daddy Mac told me C, and it's not C, obviously. I'm gonna go with not showing sweat marks. B.
Okay, B is your final answer. Well, you took quite a long time for that answer, so it's actually an interesting and tough question. And is the answer correct? Yes, it is correct. It's not showing sweat marks, because in that time the sweat marks were what you said, like was not like to seen. So people with sweat marks like trying to hide them whenever they could. So that's why they were wearing white. Playing,
so weird.
Playing
I always show off my sweat marks. So weird, these people.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Perfect. What is it here? What was the final set score of the epic match Isner Mahi in Wimbledon 2010?
I would say just off my bet 70-68, but let's see.
It is 70-68, 72-70, 68-66, or 74-72.
So I gotta go with what I thought in my head, because I don't have jokers, because you're a meanie, and I'm gonna go with 70-68, my final.
Okay, that was a quick. Here you saved definitely some time. I'll lock that in.
Is there some time? Do we have some time running, or what's going on?
No.
I feel some pressure from big data running and.
No, not at all. So it was actually a match over 11 hours and 3 days. And let's see what the answer is. It is correct. Like, well done. Some people got mixed up with the final score, and they played. Yeah, the final set is in Wimbledon not finished, so they played up to 70-60. And who won?
Isner won. And Note retired after that.
Yeah.
He had a tough time, man. For like a year, I think he had a tough time.
That's true. That is true.
That's a loss that hurts. I was on the court that day. That's why I remember it clearly, because we were playing a sparring match and we were going to the restaurant, and it was so hot that day. It was like one of those 40 Celsius, European, like, and then we were just going after every changeover.
And it was kind of unlucky because it was pretty on a small court. It was court 17, 18, or I'm not very sure, but not a big court. And of course, they cannot change the court. But in the end, like they could fill the full stadium. Everyone wanted to watch that court. It was like more crowded than going onto the center court. Like for that court, having tickets or having seats was unbelievable. I remember that.
It was epic, and it's gonna be the longest match ever in the history of tennis.
Definitely, because now they changed the rules. That's not gonna happen probably. Not in Wimbledon for sure. Okay, let's come to question number 12. 4 more to go. The French Open in Paris is the second of the 4 major Grand Slam tournament every year. The competition will take place in the Roland Garros Stadium. Who was its namesake?
What does that mean? Let me go to Google Translate. Go.
Namesake is like where the name Roland Garros Stadium where does the name coming from? Who was the name who gave it to the stadium?
The pilot.
Was it an architect? Was it an aviation pioneer? Was it a politician, or was it an inventor?
So you mean the Roland Garros? I mean the Roland Garros, the whole facility, the name Roland Garros.
Exactly. Like, I mean, the Roland Garros is like the facility is also the stadium, and there was a guy that gave the stadium the name and the site
But wait, the stadium is not called Roland Garros. The stadium is Philippe Chatrier, and there's Philippe Chatrier and Suzanne Leglon, no? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, the site, the whole Roland Garros, site.
So the whole Roland Garros, okay. Okay, the facility, the aviation pioneer.
Pioneer, yeah, you said quite quick. You said a pilot. How did you came to that conclusion?
I know a lot of stuff, man. I'm just pissed that I missed that answer, because I would have just crushed this whole quiz.
Okay, I have to admit that's completely the right and correct answer. It was an aviation pioneer.
He was in World War, he was in a war, also in wars, right? He
That's
died.
true. That's true. Yeah, that's 100% true. Pretty impressive.
Yeah. I know my tennis stuff. You know, Where is the freestyle questions?
Not coming in here. Question number 13. What is the net height difference from the center of the net to the post?
I'm tough with these ones, but I would say the 91 is the center, and the post would be the post, or the post or the singles post.
It's the same height, brother.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. It goes there and then it's straight.
Okay, is it A, about 16 centimeters? Is it B, about 13 centimeters? Is it C, about 19 centimeters? Or is it D, about 10 centimeters?
I think it's about 10. That would be my original answer, but... Big Daddy, what do you think, Big Daddy? You missed last time. So whatever you think, I'm going to say the other.
He says his data is running out, so we need to hurry up. Go to your wireless, Big Daddy.
This is a tough one because the difference, I think it's 91, the base, the single, like whatever, and then the post, I mean, it cannot be more than 10 centimeters. I mean, it's because it's going like, I mean, it's just a few meters of this, like this. I mean, it's got to... I mean,
I can tell you it's in the middle of the net. You're completely correct. It's 91.4 centimeters, the height of the center.
I mean, is it 10 or 13? I mean, that's pretty tough. But if I guessed, I would have said maximum 10. You know, I would have gone maximum 10. So I think about that you put is like 9.7 something or something like that probably. But I mean, because I have no jokers, and just to abide the second life that you gave me, and not to waste much time because there is no logic behind this answer. Just there is logic, but yeah. So I'm just gonna go with D. 10 centimeters.
So D is your final answer?
Let me just. Sorry, I had a text message from.
Big Daddy is texting in the chat. 16. I know this.
No, it doesn't know. Big Daddy's he's a kid from.
No, actually, I know him. He's actually a tennis coach, and he should know it. I mean, either he's talking, he just want to try to get you completely out of there.
107 minus 91. Fuck, he's putting this like he knows it. 107 is a lot. 16, man. I mean, fuck. I mean, really, it's small differences. 10 is like this. I mean, I don't know how big 16 is, but I know 10.
Okay, let's not get into that subject. Okay. Check your banana, maybe. I mean, that's.
Wait. Jesus
And
Christ.
it's actually a question everyone should know, and especially the tennis coaches out there. If you talk about playing down the line or playing cross court, and you want to tell your students how many centimeter difference it is, and you like let them guess the centimeters, most of them they say like 5, 7, maximum 10. And now here you see it's between 10 and 19.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of helpful. Is he being serious? He said, trust me. Well, he missed the last time.
Not only once, but yeah, you can. I mean,
he missed a few times, huh?
You say 10, he says 16. I mean, maybe it's 13. It's tough, yeah.
Oh, now you're messing with me.
You messed already a lot with me, so I have to give the paycheck back.
True. Missing mass, banana. You see, man, you're just losing credibility. I can't put like my 100 euros that I'm supposed to give to you on the line. What question is this? How many? 3 more? This one and 2 more?
2 more. After this is 2 more, yeah. Then we're done. So give me your final answer now, please, Mr. Bojic.
I'm gonna go with 10, man. Although I think now it's 13, but I'm gonna go with 10.
So is 10 your final answer?
Yes.
10 is your final answer. Roger that. Hello and thanks for the follow. He said, yep, it's A. And
really?
That is
Roger, why are you so late?
That is actually correct. A is the correct answer. It's 16, about 16 centimeters. The mathematics were completely correct. 91 in the center, 107 at the net post. So it's about 16 centimeters. 15.4, I think, if I remember right. Or 15.6. It's 15.6 because it's 91.4
this question.
in the
I
middle.
don't know. I like this. I don't know. Never like the size. I still don't know the size of the court or this stuff. I don't know.
There you go. You should have studied a little bit before coming to the show. Just reminder.
Well, I didn't use any of the jokers. So realistically, if I read the first question and I use the jokers here, I would still be in. I only missed 2 questions out of 13. I mean, it's not that bad.
It's not bad, but there are two more to come, and there's one very interesting one. You will love it, I think, and also the audience. Okay. Let's see. Second to last question, guys. We're almost done soon.
Big Daddy, I'm sorry I lost your money. I mean, man.
So in 1973, Billie Jean King threatened not to take part in the US Open. What did she want to achieve?
Equal prize money, no?
No more racial segregation in the locker rooms was A. B. Prize money equality, man and woman. C. Getting attention for ongoing civil war. Or D. Personal security because of an incident in 1972.
Well, I mean, I think it's B. I mean, I don't think, yeah, it's B. It's gotta be B. There's war. What war was in 73? Yeah, there are some wars there. Was the Vietnam over? Do you remember? Big Daddy Max logging out. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for letting us know. Prize money equality, man, I think is what she did. I mean, she's really, to me, the most the GOAT of tennis, I would say.
Okay, interesting.
Because she had the biggest influence on the game out of everyone, I think.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I do think that because she started the women's tour. She fought the whole career. She didn't get. She didn't earn too much money, and she's still, a big name. I mean, she wasn't, that's kind of what I like in sports, people that transcend the sport. And I mean, when you look at it, women's tennis has been really the only sport that's, until recently.
That's paid equal.
That's paid equally, I mean, in Grand Slams and where it's possible to do that. And also where, comparing to other sports, the only sport where you can actually make good money and a living playing tennis. Now there is more and more, but when you look at it, she was the pioneer for all women's sports. That's how they treat her in United States. So yeah.
So you go with B, prize money equality. I cannot say anything wrong against that because that is absolutely the correct answer. Yeah, she was in that year threatening to not take part in the US Open, and she was winning so many Grand Slams, so she was the most influence on the tournament. And 1 year later at the US Open they had the equal prize money, and then like Australian Open and French Open came like just in like some decades later, like in 2007, 2008 were the times when the last Grand Slams did the same and did so. So yeah, that's very nice, very good, like a very interesting question, and you did it quite well. So let's come to the last question.
Very interesting one that you said.
Interesting. For me. Now get ready for the very interesting question.
I hope there is no centimeters in there, because
no. But you showed before, like in the beginning of the video, you took a banana, you took an orange, and these two fruits are two answers in that question. So. So the question is, which fruit is on top of the Wimbledon winner trophy?
Ananas.
Is it A, an orange? Is it B, a strawberry? Is it C, a pineapple? Or is it D, a banana?
Yeah.
A pineapple? Are you sure?
Yeah, man. What do you mean? I know this. It's ananas.
Okay,
pineapple. Ananas actually is in 60 languages, and pineapple and English is not one of them. Do you say ananas in Germany?
Of course we say ananas, yes.
Yeah. So I don't know why they say pineapple. So let me think a little bit. Because you asked me for sure. I mean, strawberry is obviously not it. Orange, orange is orange ball. So I doubt they would do orange ball, copying Wimbledon. Banana. I mean, banana would just be ridiculous, right? I mean, and pineapple, I think I even know the story of pineapple. I can't wait. What was the story behind pineapple? I think I know it. Gee whiz, pineapple. Yeah. My final answer is pineapple, but I can't remember the story. Maybe you know it. It's something with pineapples.
The pineapple story. If I know the pineapple story.
Yeah. It's the final answer. Let's first see
if you're right.
I mean, it could be strawberry too, but I just think for some reason it's pineapple. Like I have the picture in my head.
Okay. Let's go with C, pineapple.
C is always the answer, man, in this quiz. Like they have this trophy and it goes some.
So pineapple is the answer you choose, and that is the
wrong answer.
Correct answer. It is a pineapple. Definitely, it is a pineapple. Very well done. Like it is.
What I knew. You gotta say, huh? What I knew. But the things that I didn't know, I really didn't know. So.
That is true. I mean, that's a pretty interesting question for me because I never saw a pineapple on top of the trophy. But whenever you Google it and look at it,
it's right there. Yeah.
It's very interesting, and from now on, probably I will never not see the pineapple. Whenever someone is lifting the trophy in Wimbledon, I will always look at the pineapple and remember, okay, true, it's a pineapple.
I'm so
and
pissed.
The reason behind the pineapple, I can tell you the reason is because the pineapple, there is a huge amount of historical evidence that suggests that pineapples were considered a symbol of status, prestige, wealth, and elite success, given their rarity in Europe, because. In Europe, there were no pineapples. They had to ship it, and that's why pineapple was always that symbol of status and wealth.
But did they, in the beginning of Wimbledon, did they give the player also a pineapple?
I don't know. That's what I cannot tell you. But they put it
like that. They put it on remember. It makes sense that you said something like that. I remember, but it would make sense the way you said it because at the time, still wasn't too many pineapples. Probably you couldn't get them in Europe.
Yeah,
and then they would give it as trophy plus that. So maybe they merge it later on just to keep the tradition. Yeah. I mean, just to recollect on my performance, I'm pretty disappointed. I should have read that question. I would have thought about it longer. I didn't even notice. I was just so cocky, and I was too cocky and I underestimated the question.
That's good.
Very sad. I should have done, if I'd done half and half there. If I've done half and half, I would have got that question right, because what are the chances? Probably the two would go out. The one of the two, the two exhibitions from last year, or the 2 years, whatever. I'm just sad. And then later on, I would have used more helps, and I could have won this quiz easily. That's such a bad performance when you think about it.
No, but there were like a lot of questions that you knew the answer even before I showed the answer. So that was impressive. I mean, I choose some question because I know it's going to be you. I choose some questions that I thought, okay, some of them he might know, but some of them he's going to be struggling. And in the end, you had like some questions like I was really,
So what I used to do, like before when I would travel, I would read the Wikipedia page of the city and of the country that I visit. That was my rule.
Okay.
And so yeah, you learn a lot this way. And in terms of tournaments, sometimes I would read the page of the tournament too. So yeah, I mean,
that's how you get some knowledge about everything. I mean, that's a good thing.
No, cool. I'm happy how I looked in the quiz. I mean, I looked knowledgeable, but I was sad that I should have won. And it's really a big miss for me in my career. But it was the first quiz. If I watched it before, Millionaire was when we were kids. I don't know. Do they still have them in Germany?
I'm not sure actually. I don't watch that much TV. So, but they had it like for so many years. But at the moment, I don't think so because the moderator just he retired from the job. That's what I think. Yeah.
But the 16 centimeter question, I think, was the hardest question for me. That I had no idea. So maybe I would have missed that one even with helps. The Mexico one, I think I would have gotten because I didn't even read the question. I mean, how stupid are you?
That happens. That happens. That's the show about. So yeah, that was it. That was the who wants to be
you're very nice for the cupcakes. I can send you my address. And do you see the?
But if you have any questions for Stef, it's now your last chance to have any questions for him. I'll thank already for your appearance here on the first
it was fun. No, thanks for having
me. That was definitely was fun. I need to sort some stuff out with the stream and with the audio and then some little topics. But then I think that's gonna happen. I think once a month at least, and then also mainly with the people.
I gotta come again one time. When this thing develops and you run out of guests, I'll come again, just to do it.
Just to get 100% right.
You're gonna give me all the questions like how big is the service box, backwards.
But now you can learn that. I mean, this is interesting, and it's very interesting. This question, especially with the net, even for pro tennis players, they play their like top ATP players. They don't know the answer.
16 seems a lot. 16 seems a lot, but really, I understand. But 16 is a lot.
It's a lot.
That is a lot. You're right. So, I mean, in terms of math.
Yeah. And then if you tell the kids, if you give like some tennis lessons and you tell the kids, hey, play cross court, because if you have to go down the line, of course it's like short, the court is shorter, and also like the net is like 16 centimeters. It's quite a big thing if you're talking about, okay, the ball touches the net cord and maybe rolls over, but 16 centimeters, it's like under the net cord. You just hit the same stroke under the net cord if you go down the line. So that's interesting for them, and it's like an aha effect for them.
Always play half a meter
over the net at least.
Over the net. Wann kommt Stefan wieder nach St. Gallen to Stefan nach Falkensteig? Who's this? Yeah, I know Falkensteig.
So when are you coming back to Falkensteig? That was the question probably.
Maybe in February, March, because now Serbians can travel to Switzerland.
Okay. It's just a message coming in from Lafleur. She says it's still Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is still on.
Really?
It's gonna it's even recorded very close where I'm living. They record it, so I'm living in a town where they record it.
It's a cool quiz, man. I really liked that one before. It was cool. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bit slower for our times. Now quizzes there's a lot of things happening. Like a lot of questions. This one is really you gotta sit down and
Yeah, you have to think. And whenever I watched Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I was always, okay, when is there a tennis question? Or if there was a tennis question, everyone was like, oh, look, it's a question like a very easy one. But of course, the guests who are there, they're most likely not a tennis player. So every question is hard for them. And actually, by the way, the question that I had with the perfect set, let me see,
a tough question.
That one, theoretically, what is the minimum number of strokes with which a tennis player can win a set?
This was on a millionaire, I think.
I picked that from a show, and you know what? You know what? The guest said 24.
24, yeah.
And what happened? The moderator said.
Question.
No, wait. Yeah. The moderator said that's the correct answer. It went green, and the guy he continued with, it was the 64,000 euro question, and it was right. And then he got 64,000. He advanced another stage to 125,000, and then he quit. He went home with 124,000 euros, but it was the wrong answer. And then the next week, the moderator said, hey, some phone calls came in, some emails came in about this question. That we said 24 is right, and it was the wrong answer. It is 12. We apologize for that, but we will still give the money to the guy because it was our fault, so he can still have his 125,000. But yeah, that's actually pretty amazing because they put 24, and it's 24 points in a set to win it. But of course, if the opponent always double faults, then yeah.
But this was like a question, remember there was like an app, basically like a millionaire, probably in all of languages. And this was like one of the questions that would come up. I remember when we were kids, we used to play this. Yeah, but I like quizzes. I actually have an app, Quiz Up. So maybe you could look there if you ever, they have also tennis as a category.
Okay.
And, but it's much tougher questions that you gave me.
Okay.
And sometimes I play there. I mean, no. I mean, for really tough ones,
yeah.
I mean, they give you like the team that won Australian Open in 1932 was Australian, American, Swedish, or
That's
so
tough,
yeah. I mean, you can think about it, you go like, wow, probably American at the time, or Australia. Yeah. So, but they have categories, different categories. I really like to play general knowledge and history, but they have also tennis. So maybe you can look there sometimes when you need
Yeah, perfect. Okay, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks for everyone who participated and interacting in the chat. I'm going to be live tomorrow again for just chatting session. Just tune in and come ask me everything what you want. We're just talking about different tennis topics. I'm also trying some stuff out in the app because it's also still new for me. I hope you liked. Hope you enjoyed it.
You did a great job. You did a great job, Scambrini. And did you see your ATP challenge?
I saw that actually, but they didn't even tag me. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, of course they didn't tag you. What are you surprised?
Yeah, they even reposted my video, and they knew like I was. But that's totally fine. It's totally fine. I mean, I was.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, what do you care? But they did post your video there on the challenge.
ATP Cup, not just the tennis channel, the tennis. One of these. Yeah, Tennis TV reposted it. Yeah. I mean, really? It's fun to see them and then like people.
Oh, so you know what happened? I can tell you right away how it works. Tennis TV reposted your video. It's separate companies, but someone from the ATP Cup follows Tennis TV, and then they saw it and they go, "Oh, look, there is an idea. How about I create a project out of that idea?" And
and now all the pros are doing that. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, they still have to try.
I'm gonna post. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna post those videos, and I'm gonna post you at the end.
That sounds good. And I'm still waiting for your try because you're the Trickshot master, and I sent it to you.
I did try it, and I could not do it. So I mean, I could probably do better than the players, but that takes some time and to record that one that you did. But maybe it's something that. How many balls did you have? 13 or something?
It was 13, yes.
So it's tough, man. 13, and then to go around it. How long did it take you to record it?
Actually, not that long. I mean, people were also asking me. I started like in the beginning was tough. I would say like to get 3, 4, like the first couple of times you just fail.
Progressed, huh? You didn't go from 13 right away.
No. And then I would say between 6 and 10 was not an issue because it's just like a little bit more balls. You just have to you cannot throw them up like fast. Then you have no chance. You have to like lift them up slightly that they all stick together and then go fast. I will maybe do a video, like even on the stream, to explain that and to show it to people, because a lot of Instagram people ask me, how do you do it, and can you do a video that how to work it out and how to do it the best way. But then after, I mean, 10, 11, 12, 13, it took me maybe, I would say 50 tries or something to get it. And it was actually a guy from Japan who started also to doing it, and we were kind of battling each other who can do more.
Okay.
Also a fun guy, and yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Thanks a lot. Thanks again. Have a good evening, a good Sunday. Start the week as possibly good as you can. Stay healthy, stay home. We hope, we'll see you.
I start my week tomorrow. I make videos with Janko Tipsarevic here in Belgrade. We're doing some trick shots. Yeah.
Nice.
So
nice.
that's nice. Fun.
Yeah. Cool. Whenever you want to follow him on Instagram. He has always fun and great content there. Some nice tricks to show and to redo. And all the best for you, Stef. Thanks again for joining.
And,
see you the next time. Namaste. Thank you guys. Take care. Ciao.